Hi, today we're going to be taking a look at unboxing and review of ZiPPO Outdoor Deluxe Hand Warmer. Last 12 hours of heat that it provides. ZiPPO Manufacturing Company, 33 Bourbon Street, Bedford Park, Philadelphia, or something. You know, you could go online to ZiPPO.com. Also, their telephone number, which is a nice thing that they did there. Here's a little example of some of the things that you could do, you know. Use it for hunting, for snowmobile. That's what that one is. I had to kind of take a little off camera to see what it was even. But yeah, that's a snowmobile. Cross-country skiing, fishing, sporting events. Nothing there. On the back, like it says, hand warmer includes hand warmer, warming bed, and filling cup. Lighter fluid sold separately, obviously. You know, fill the cup up, pour it in, remove the cap, ignite it, place it in a warming bed. So you can put instructions inside. Yeah, I just picked it up at my local retail tobacco store for like 20 bucks. I've seen these go for like between 7 and 20 on Amazon and eBay. But then, you know, you gotta pay that shipping and handling, or shipping and processing now that they call it. That fee, plus, you know, you gotta wait and be home, or, you know, at your residence, apartment or something, or P.O. box for it to come, so there's that. So, you gotta pay for this, and you gotta pay for the shipping and handling, then you gotta wait for it to come in and be there to sign for it. I feel, why wait? I can have it now, have it right in my hand, don't have to wait for any of that stuff. So here's the little handbag that they talked about. The little warming bed. You can see it inside when I put the thing in there. Drawstring. It actually feels nice. It's kind of got like this little plush fleece feel to it. I want to say something similar to false fur. Even though it's not fur. It feels nice and warm, I would say. Moving on. Let's take a look at this. This is the filling cup for the lighter fluid. So it has the opening here to fill it up, and then this one so you can pour it into the lighter. Let's just get some of the instructions out of the way. This one here is not instructions, it's just phone numbers if you need them. But basic phone number that you're gonna need is gonna be like right here. So this is just, you know, if you live in like Europe, United Kingdom, Japan, China, those phone numbers. Here's the main thing, how to fill it up and stuff. It says remove the little tin piece, fill it up, pour it in, light it, slip in the thing. Let's see here. Fill to the lower line about 6 hours. So if we let it where it says half full, right there where it says half full, that will last for 6 hours of heat. If you fill it up all the way to the top line here, that will last for about 12 hours. So you want 12 hours, fill the cup all the way up. You want half, 6 hours, just fill it all the way to the first bottom line for 6 hours. Let's see. Something else here I think he said. Here's something right here. Take a look at this where it says letter C. Once again, there is no way to stop the heating action. If necessary, place the hand warmer in the bed and place on a fireproof surface until the fuel is exhausted or runs out and the hand warmer is cool to the touch. Yeah, so couple downsides about this. Well, let's take this out of the bed here. I mean, the good thing is, you know, it's a name brand, it's a ZiPPO, and ZiPPO's policy is, if it breaks for any reason, including your own personal fault, you know, like, how do you say, you could go hunting, fishing, losing the snow, even with the weather, where is it, ZiPPO lighter, which you could tell there is the ZiPPO name, and just to make sure that it is a ZiPPO lighter, to have proof. Right there, see? So even on their famous, you know, little ZiPPO lighters, which includes this hand warmer too, you lose it, you break it, like it's, you might notice right there some of the paint's chipping off on the back there. But even if this little ways design comes off, because it's just hitched on into a two-part design as you can see from the side, if that comes off, just send it to them. They'll try to fix it. If they can't fix it, they'll replace it totally free, give you a brand new one, a new model, something similar. Like this is my premium issue of Cigar Aficionado lighter. If they can't get the same one, they're saying something similar, like another Cigar Aficionado one from whatever year they have. So it might be last year, this year, which is kind of nice, you know. Ending breaks, as you know, they won't replace fuel, flints, or wets. Go on, that's just natural wear and tear that you gotta replace. But anything else, that's why I kind of like a ZiPPO. You have any problems? They take care of you and fix it. No questions asked except for maybe, what's wrong? Why did you, you know, send it back to us? Unless, you know, it's something obvious, like they could tell, oh, half the part's missing. Or, you know, the pin came out. Now this doesn't close right. Obviously, then they could fill that part out. So here it is. You just take that off, and to fill it up, they said this part's kind of hard, which it is. There we go. You take this little piece off, and I had seen on Amazon replacement ones. You get like free assists for like, I want to say somewhere around 10 to 20 bucks for 3 of these little pieces. These are almost like the widths, I guess you could call it, for this hand warmer. But yeah, pretty good size. I mean, let me just put the cap on. So here's my hand, here's the size, how it fits in there. Not too bad, nice. And like I was saying, well, pretend this part's on there, I'll just leave it off for the moment. So we just slip it in here, which I recommend pretty much always keep it in the warming bed, just like that, and then, you know, you could draw string it up and close it. We ain't going to do it because we're going to fill it with fuel, but yeah, and I say just, you know, have it like this, take it off, light it, put this on, because then it's easier to do it that way, because it's always getting hot compared to taking it out, lighting it, put this on, and then, you know, oh, wow, that's getting really hot in my hand, try and put it back in the bed. So, a little tip, have it in the bed like that, light it, put it on, then, you know, there instead of trying to put it in and it's getting hot and burn your hands. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. Like I said, 3 major drawbacks on this. 1, portability, I guess you could call it. You cannot travel with this on airlines because, you know, it obviously takes fuel. Fuel at the pressure, when they pressurize the cabin, and, you know, turbulence that might go on throughout your flight, and, you know, the pressure of the impact when the plane is landing on the runways. You know, when the plane lands, you kind of get that little jerk in your seat. You're like, oh, okay, we made it down, we're safe. Like that, but you know. So yeah, that could combust and be considered a bomb if you have it on you. So you can't travel with it, unlike, you know, the electric ones. You know, all you do is put a USB power cord in there, put it into phone, charger, laptop, anything else that runs to the other end with a USB port and charge it up. Those ones are safe and legal to take board airplanes. This one, no, it's not. Two, you know, fuel costs, you know. Like I said, you gotta buy fuel to fill it up. Unlike the electric ones, put it in, which I guess in one way is kind of good because, you know, you probably have a lot more chances for fuel than a use for a power cord when one's dead out in the woods. If you're hiking, camping, fishing. So, I don't know, that could be a plus or a negative right there. It could go either way. Like I said, you know, taking the fuel on, you know, you gotta pack it, which takes up room and weight. But like I said, if you have the electric one, if you're fishing or camping, you know, how are you going to recharge it when the battery one's dead? Are you going to carry like a solar powered device with you that hooks up to a USB port? I don't think so. At least I probably wouldn't. Just because of the weight and depending on the situation where you're camping, like, you know, mountain terrain or, you know, wooded area, you might not get that much light to power the USB solar powered thing. And two, it does not have a self-ignite system. Like how the battery ones are, you just turn the button on, wait a couple seconds or a minute, and it heats up. Turn it off, it's off. This one, you gotta use some type of igniting system. So, you know, you can use these, the paper matches. Nice little belated, why am I feeling 4th of July? St. Patrick's Day. Nice little green tips for belated St. Patrick's Day matches. So yeah, these are the paper matches. You could use them to light it. You could use an actual ZiPPO lighter to light your ZiPPO hand warmer, which is probably going to be a lot better than holding this to try and keep your hands warm like that way, obviously. Let's see what else you could do. Just a lighter, bit lighter you could use. I know this one doesn't say a bit on there, but you know, any type of these lighters you could use to light it. You could use a butane lighter. As you can tell, that's a blue jet flame right there. So you can use that to light it. Actually, I'm going to leave that one on the case right now. And you could use, of course, wooden stick matches to light it. So it does have to take some kind of combustion system. Either one of these will work to ignite it. I guess if you have to, you could probably even use, let's see, where is it here? I don't believe it's that one. Yeah, the one that I want to get to is kind of hard to get to, so I'll just leave the saw blade out for now. You know, it's not the knife that I wanted, because the knife is in there. But you gotta tear out the scissors, you gotta tear out the bottle opener just to get to the knife, so just quick and easily, I'm using the saw blade. So, I don't know, you might be able to get away and try and do it, you know, with some kind of knife and a flint to get a spark going to kind of light this. Probably not going to be the best idea, but you know, if you're out in the woods and that's all you have, and that's it. Good luck, and hopefully that might work to get the hand warmer lit. Of course, you know, lighting a fire would be a lot easier. But of course, you know, You don't know what might go on in the forest, or the woods, or wherever you're camping, or get stranded. The timber might be wet. You might have no timber at all to start a fire. You know? So, you might have to just strike this a couple times and try to get that lit to keep warm. Because you might not be able to have a campfire to get warm. Like I said, there might be no timber around, or the timber and stuff might be wet. And you can't burn wet wood, obviously. So yeah, let's kind of get some of this stuff out of the way. So like I said, we already got it open. Let's fill it up with some lighter fluid. I'm only going to fill it up a little bit. I'm not even going to go for the 6 hours halfway fill point. Just because I don't want to wait that long for it to go out. And I'll be wasting a lot of my fuel at this particular moment. So yeah. So you just kind of fill it up in there. Something like that. Let's see if we can kind of get to zoom in. There we go. You kind of see it shaking there on the camera. The fuel that's in there. So that's kind of how you pour it in to wet the pad that's in there. Which I kind of spilled a little bit. Let me get a paper towel or something to wipe this off. But yeah, you just fill up like, I don't know if you smoke cigars and have a cigar humidor butts, but you do it the same way that you fill up your humidor to keep it hydrated, so you have enough of the right temperature humidity in your cigar humidor butts. You just want to do it something like that. I'm just going to put a little more fuel in here, just to make sure. Because that was kind of a little bit that I had in there. Let's see here. I have to take off camera a bit to get the last minute bits of fuel to drain out. Oops.